Good afternoon, Lady Morse. It's very kind of you to join us and share a few minutes with us.
It's very nice of you to ask me.
We were talking about Manipur. Can you please tell a little bit about how you came, your association with Manipur?
Well, it's a long story, but my great-grandfather was a portrait painter, and he exhibited in 1892 a portrait at the Royal Academy entitled Mrs Grimwood of Manipur, dressed in black and wearing the Victoria Cross. I was so intrigued by this that I wanted to find out more. I found that she'd written her own story in a book, and it described how her husband, as a political agent to Manipur, had got caught up in a rebellion against the English by the Manipuris. He was killed and she had to escape from the residency and walk for over 7 days in the hills, just living rough until she got to safety in Kachar.
And you wrote a book on Ethel Grimwood, is that right?
Yes, and she became a great
and
heroine.
The book
in
is with you at the moment. Is it alright if you can show the book to us, please?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, okay.
Here it is.
And you wrote in the book about how she was received by the media and by the public in England way back in 1891 and 92.
Yes, she was received actually by Queen Victoria, who asked her to Windsor and who wrote about the interview she'd had with her in her journal. She also gave her the Royal Red Cross.
Oh. So she was a heroine of that time.
She really was a heroine at the time, yes.
Now, coming back to the modern times now, your association to Manipur has led to this day where you have an interest with a project called Blooming Manipur being initiated by the European Manipur Association. Can you please tell us a bit about it as well, please?
Yes. Well, having written my book, I met Bishwajit and he became a great friend and we've corresponded. Then one day he wrote to me to tell me that he had had this wonderful idea of putting hanging baskets around the women's market, and I thought that it sounded excellent, and he inspired me to hear more.
And today you, as a very generous person, have donated around 64 copies of your wonderful book, which is worth around £1,000 or roughly 78,000 rupees in Indian currency. What's the reason behind this huge, generous offer?
Well, I myself am a very keen gardener. We in England love flowers, and you will find that there are flowers everywhere we can possibly put them. And our campaign, Blooming Britain, has been very successful. So I thought the whole idea to initiate something similar in Manipur was excellent.
Is there any message that you would like to share with the people of Manipur whom you probably have studied and heard so much in the last 10, 15 years or so?
Well, actually, my husband and I visited Manipur in 2007. We had a wonderful and interesting journey. I loved the country. I thought it was really beautiful. And I send my very best wishes to all the people there.
Thank you very much again for your time. We hope your contribution will make a huge significant change back in Manipur. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much. It's been very enjoyable.